Okay, hello lovely people. My name is Sultan Ali and this is Taste of Vibes. Taste of Vibes on Facebook, Taste of Vibes on YouTube and Taste of Vibes on Twitter. If you're watching me for the first time, please subscribe to the channel and turn on that bell icon to see notifications whenever we upload a new video. Alright, today we have a very special guest here, someone who has an inspiring story. We're going to get to know her name and also get to know her story. By the way, we are hosted today at Divine Nails Care. This is at Wallis Mall, Soroti City, just located opposite Platinum Clinic. Yeah, that's along Gwere Road, the main road. They do so many things: manicure, pedicure. They also have girls, artificial nails, stuff like that. They also they told me they also have foot scrub. Come here, they scrub your foot. Araibe kwa tara yake jokopang. No be dani swagwera kejo. Okay. I think after this interview, I will also be getting myself a foot scrub. Yes. So let me welcome you guys to the interview. We're going to know the person we're hosting tonight here. We're going to know her beautiful story. She's going to share it with us. So without wasting any more time, let me take you to my guest. Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm okay. You're looking good.
Thank you.
Yes. For the viewer who is watching us there, your name, please?
Thank you so much. My name is Nagayi, the current Miss Y Plus, Uganda. Nice to meet all of you. I hope you're doing well.
Okay, let's start from there. What is Y Plus?
Y Plus stands for Young Positives, and yes, it was an initiative that Uganda Network of Young People came up with to inspire others, those especially living with HIV. And as a young person, I should embrace who I am, and yes, that is what Miss Y Plus stands for.
So in short, you want to tell me that you are HIV positive?
Yes, I am.
Can we get to know a little bit of your story? How did you come to know yourself? Like you have HIV?
Okay, I was diagnosed with HIV in 2007, and I was young then because I was born with HIV. My mom died when I was 2. So being sickly, one of the relatives took initiative to find out exactly why. And since my mom had died positive, I was taken to TASO to test to find out whether I was living positively. So yes, I was positive. So since childhood, that's around 2007.
Always, it is very hard when you come to realize that, and more so when you are a child. How did you feel by then?
As a child, I was very vibrant, and it didn't offend me because I didn't know exactly what it was. I thought it was any normal sickness, and I was okay with it. Not until I joined secondary and I got to realize exactly what I was dealing with, because there was a lot of stigma, and I got to know exactly what this thing was. So when I was young, I would be like, okay, I'm just following drugs and it is cool. So I just tell anyone.
While at school there and in primary, there was no stigma?
No, there wasn't.
It is secondary school that started isolating you?
Yeah, secondary school, and people got to know, because those days we would go for things like posho, the cooking oil, those, and so it was fun. But when I got to know exactly what it was, and growing up as an adolescent, you start getting attracted to different people, especially the opposite sex, and looking at what HIV entails in society. It limited me, and I started thinking the verse. So I did not want to tell anybody about me at that point. So I started hiding and doing my stuff alone, things like that.
By then, were you receiving kind of counseling or guidance while at school?
Basically at school itself, there was no guidance and counseling. But I would receive it from my clinic, that is TASO. That is where I would get these counselings, and yes.
You lived a strong girl all that time at school?
Yes. I was in Soroti for my Form 1, Form 2. And at Form 2, I was still on Septrin. So when I was in Form 2, they changed my drugs to ARVs, which ruined a bit of my life because I fell sick because of the change of the medicine. So I failed my Form 2. After failing senior 2, the next year, my grandma suggested I go to Gereza. When I went to Gereza, they said I can't go ahead with those results, so I had to repeat class. So in Form 2...
Form 2 results from Sortes.
From Sortes were not good. So in Gereza, I had to repeat. Yeah, so I studied well.
You went to Gereza up to senior 6?
No, senior 4.
Senior 4?
Yes.
That's where you ended?
No, I went to Gereza up to Form 4. Because in senior 3, I was taken to boarding school, and that is where the crisis started. Because I would try to hide my drugs, no one should see them.
How was that crisis there?
I had a friend, I joined Form 3, and coming from a family that is not so much into escorting you to school and stuff, so I would do things literally myself, tell teachers about me, which wasn't easy. For the teachers, maybe I would say they were older, and I needed to get out to come to my clinic to pick medicine. So I would tell them. So I hid for 1 year, missing medicine a bit, missing time.
Because you didn't want anyone to know.
I didn't want anyone to know. Form 4, I decided to disclose, and on a surprise, I disclosed, and people tell me we already knew. Because one of my friends had a parent who was also positive. So when she saw my teens, she concluded, and she was like, she knew.
And she spread the word.
She didn't spread, but she just knew I was stigmatized, so I couldn't come out. So she kept quiet about it, and she wanted me to come out about it. Looking at people at school, some people spoke about it, they condemned me at some point. But I had taken a step that I wasn't going to lose my life for people. So I took whatever they said positively, and yes.
So I should say that your activism now began there, like fighting for rights of these people, maybe.
No. At that point, it was me and my life.
It was you yourself?
I was trying to get to know people around me. I was still scared because that was only school. But what about the community?
Okay.
So I was still scared, so I left school due to tuition issues. I had to go for Form 5, Form 6, but I went to Sortes. I went back to Sortes for Form 5 and Form 6.
Your name is like from the central part of Uganda, but all the places you've studied from, Sorority SS, Gereza, it is like Teso. How did you end up home here?
Yes.
Or could even talk some at Teso?
Eba ajengo Teso, so yala mangonoi, so eka store anwaja out Teso eraibe obutoto kotwana when I was 2, and my dad flew. I do not know to where. I met my dad for the very first time in P7, and he still vanished up to today. I do not know what. So anwangun asala ngone kedi wuria kana my grandparents, the ones who produced my mom. Nwatata. Okay, the papa. Kwaru. So ngon ngasi to poltos ngo usorota ne na raikese goluto salupo kone. So I ended up with them because when their daughter died, and I remained a responsibility for them. So they had to take care of me from day one. So I ended up in Sorority because they have been in Sorority for quite a while. That's why my name is from Central, but I'm in Sorority. But I still remain a Sorority girl. But I'm proud that I am where I am right now.
Okay.
Because a lot would have happened. Maybe I wouldn't have gotten what I've gotten right now.
Okay. Let's first go and talk about the Y+. You were the Y+ for Eastern region. Why did you pick interest into this beauty pageant?
I've been interested in the beauty pageant since I saw it on Facebook. That was around 2 years ago.
That's for the Eastern region? Not
just Eastern, because Eastern has never held any pageant. It was the first.
Okay.
But I would see the Kampala girls in the beauty pageant. Someone told me I won the beauty pageant. So I followed their page and I would see whatever was going on. So because of that, I saw the energy these young people had, and I could actually be more beautiful living positively. I could actually encourage someone out there.
You were inspired?
I was inspired, definitely. So that encouraged me to take part in the beauty pageant. So it coming to Soroti was a huge opportunity because they consider someone who is in that region, not specifically from Eastern Uganda, but someone who is adhering from that place, someone who is
treatment from
exactly in that side.
Not about the tribe, not about.
No, it's not about the tribe. Because if you follow, not everyone who is in this beauty pageant is actually from the region they are working in. Yes, so it's not segregative that you should be from the Eastern, because Eastern is huge.
So it was a very big opportunity for you.
For me to, it was an opportunity for me to grab.
Well, so was there a competition like were you guys so many in this, or you were just
Eastern?
Alone? Or you became, on Eastern?
Eastern was huge. I got scared actually at some point because ginger guys came, Tororumbale. So on that particular day, I looked around and I'm like, wow, people are so good here. And I'm like, well, am I even going to make this? But I had faith that I would actually do it. So I went for it and I said, whatever comes out of it, it wouldn't discourage me to keep doing my work. Because I had already disclosed my status on my Facebook account. So it wasn't news. I was already doing my work. So beauty pageant was to give me a bigger platform to help these young people. So
you triumphed and you won in the Eastern part.
Yes, Eastern region I triumphed and won in the girls. And that was a stepping stone to the next level.
Wow. By the way, those who are watching us, we are hosted today at Divine Nails Care, just here at Wallis Mall. It's room 4, along with pedicure, manicure. They have foot scrub, and they also have those artificial nails. They have a lot of stuff here. So please, ladies and gentlemen, you can pass by. Divine Nails Care, yeah. So we are moving to that national one now. How did you get there?
I got there because I won the Eastern auditions. That was a ticket.
It was people who won.
The person who was Miss Y Plus and the first runners were the winners. People to qualify to go for nationals. Yes, so.
What was your experience at the nationals now?
It was a new one. It was a new experience.
You're not afraid or scared of those other beautiful girls?
Ever as a human being, you get better people in life. So when you reach basically, I would like to comment and say everyone was brilliant at that beauty pageant. If you were not scared, then I do not know what you were doing.
Wow. So
everyone was good, everyone was beautiful, everyone was knowledgeable, everyone had all it takes to still stand for the young people. Understand? But I think they had particular interests as judges. And maybe I would say God chooses leaders as well. So his grace was so I'm not alone in this. So I still am because edeke olopenge si igwe kitingo jai kopani and anwangon I have to do my work exactly how it has to be done.
How many people were in this contest like?
There were 18 people. 18 people. There were 9 boys, 9 girls.
And you managed victorious out of all those people?
Out of the girls, I was the best. Out of the 9 girls, I was the best.
And you can be Miss.
I am Miss, yes.
National.
Yes, I'm a
reigning queen for.
Yes, for the pageant.
Because you forgot your crown today.
No, it's there.
Okay.
Only that I'm a bit engaged and I couldn't put it on my head because it might. But my crown is in my bag.
You were telling us that right now you have achieved so many things. Like, towards your journey, at the moment, you have achieved a lot. Can we know some of the things that you have achieved along the way? After you like coming out of hiding?
As a person, I've gained a lot of confidence. That is one of the achievements, and I'm still alive. You understand? You can imagine someone who didn't adhere at some level, because I've lost a lot of friends because of adherence. And I'm also a national YAPS trainer. YAPS is Young People and Adolescent Peer Supporters. So I'm a national trainer. And
for the whole country?
We are many, but I'm
Like
part
you
of
moved,
the group.
like you moved
Yes,
the whole country.
exactly.
Okay, what do they train?
I train. We train young people in different facilities to help other young people. So it's a YAPS program that also needs a particular day for it
Wow,
to enlarge it. So I would not go in details right now, but in full it's young people and adolescent peer supporters.
Wow.
Yes.
This is so big. You who is outside there, and maybe you might also be living in hiding. It's high time you go get tested, get to know yourself, and if you have the virus, you can learn to live positively by the help of the counselors. And there are so many different organizations that help people living with HIV/AIDS. There's TASO, and there are other organizations. So, and for you also outside there, if you're negative, please, it's better you maintain it in that way. So, as we continue, what advice do you give to young people outside there who are still living in fear? They don't want to come out.
We should be the change we want to see as young people. We do not expect someone to learn if you're not the change yourself. Hiding is not something that anyone needs, and it's not good for health either. You can see the consequences of hiding. You either lose on your life because you're not adhering to society. So basically, as a young person, whoever you are, doesn't matter where you are right now, embrace who you are. Love who you are, because that is you. If you're positive, the virus is not going anywhere. So it's now or never. But do not disclose because of pressure. Because disclosure comes with a lot of things. Do not disclose because you've heard me say disclose.
When is the right time to now to disclose?
Disclosure, you should be ready for society, for all the criticism.
Should be ready to face
whatever
whatever
comes, and you should be that strong person, because me coming out calls for a lot of outside energy.
So it took you time.
It took me time, yes. It
You
took
first
me
had to gather
time. I
that
have to
energy.
gather the energy. I had to hear people say you're paid to do what you do. You cannot
Some
have paid.
people say
Yes.
that.
Yes, that I'm paid to do what I do, and TASO is paying me to do that, which wasn't the case, because actually HIV looks this beautiful, and someone out, you're actually working with someone, you don't know their status. So that is reality. So whoever you're moving out with, careful. At least if you do not know somebody's status, please endeavor you condomize, because it's for your health, not just for...
Somata condoms. It is better you abstain. Yes, abstain. There is no need of you rushing to have things. So, you're telling us?
So yes, condomize, because it's the way to go. Please don't engage with someone live when you don't know them.
Okay, we are still here at Divine News Care, and we are now concluding with our interview with one and only Nagayi, the Miss Y Plus Uganda. Yeah, she came back with that accolade, I think, over the weekend. Yeah, it was very massive in Sorority City here, as people were welcoming her back from Kampala, where the main event took place. So we are still with her here. We are getting her story. We are getting to know her better. All right. So, Madam Nagayi, as we're concluding, you're giving us the final remarks to the youth who are outside there.
So, as I was saying, it's a festive season, and it's up to you to live your life. And I've heard most people saying that positive people should tell people about their status, not so, which is okay, I understand. But even if you know you're negative, you take charge of your life.
Don't be reckless.
Do not be reckless about it. So don't look at a beautiful girl and conclude that, oh my God, this is just what I needed for the weekend.
I know someone enters club, they are like, man, this babe. Hey, I don't want you to club when langir do you do the mele kola na ma.
If someone had an opportunity to be in Serena, tijijo Serena tijije nube mamting etiro adisipese mamnga anwa kids.
Light lo Serena kere.
Nara light apesur dol ilaiso. That is reality. Nara chamekia aswama kwan. So dilikisa kiojo.
And she's very beautiful. Can't you see that?
So beauty shouldn't be judged by, you shouldn't weigh the beauty of what anyone by saying they are positive, maybe because someone is very tiny and slim that they are negative. No, test please, and if you really don't have time to test, please use condoms well. Don't just use condoms you know, there is a procedure for using condoms well.
Just a sec, I wish we had them here. Would have illustrated, but that will be for another day.
Another day. Please use condoms well and efficiently. Do not wait for anyone to tell you that your life is valid. Because the girl kikieno, mamito nebeta ili kikaskada jo. Jo bon keda koni jar, chaste kere jo tonatwa nere. So
Leja saki opup. Ira.
Up to you. Anyunungo ojeni jobe itweleni jaja kwede kopani. If you're still negative, please keep at it. If you're positive, please adhere to your treatment. Because when you suppress, you would be good to go. And you will look good.
Just like Nagayi.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. Unless you have some other thing you want to say.
Not really, just my cry to the young people out there who are hiding. Next year is another pageant. I hope you're free by then to contest.
You mean you're not allowed to contest?
No, I give an opportunity to other young people to do it. So
You become so greedy for leadership.
no, not really. We give an opportunity to other young people to also take charge. It's a 1-year term, which I'm utilizing well, and I'm hoping to utilize it well as regards. So, Mamingo petenoi, jengo betiono konye, come out and you will be free in your life. Yes.
Thank you so much, Nagayi, and we are here to follow you in the projects you have as a Miss Y Plus Uganda. Don't be hesitant to invite us in case you have anything.
I will, definitely, I will.
Okay, so thank you so much everyone who has been watching us, who have been hosted here at Divine News Care. And this is Teso Vibes. My name is Sultan Ali Bukedia Prince. Bukedia is home, but Teso is my main home. Alright, can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Please subscribe, and you can also follow me on my personal handle, Sultan Ali. Everywhere, Sultan Ali. Yeah, man, I sign out from here. One love.